Hi loves. So I was coming in to finish off a spider spirit reading, but I feel like there's something else happening. I was led to dress in a way I don't normally dress. I've never worn all these before. They were handed down to me. And then we have from the Queen Mab Oracle by Tess Whitehurst, we've got the Queen of Bondage. Now don't get excited. I think this is ancestral bondage because these clothes were handed down to me by my mother. The Forgeries of Jealousy. There's masking involved. Perhaps people aren't showing you who they really are, and she's all tied up herself. We just said, work your magic. Renew thy force. What I'm getting from this is that you're not as weak or as victimized as you think you are. A simple clap of your hands and this butterfly would be forced away. It would be blown away. Bye bye, little butterfly. Ladybug and Cat Noir. What have you inherited? These are ridiculously uncomfortable. You need 1920s vibes as well. I'm hearing, don't hold back the river so wide. Again, that's been a theme. 3 of these came out in the last reading. Keep a nose. Just let me mix these up some more, just in case. Thine own tongue. I just heard thine own tongue, and the feather wants to come out. So there's Father Energy, Blue Avians. Bananas mean pay attention, or you might slip. The dolphin's important because it came out the first time before I mixed. And then there's this, the pearl and the diamond, infinity. The screw. There's an oyster shell. And then there's pearl in a flute, but pearl in a flower. So we've got 2 pearls and an oyster shell. We have Isis again, she came out last time. And I was talking about Isis today actually, so Isis is very important. 11/11, 26. There's Destiny Decrees. This is a candle holder. It's in the shape of a flower as well. Then we've got a Lego hat. Could be like it's like a men's hat. It's like a cowboy hat. Oh. What's that cartoon, The Wild Wilburys? I think. She can talk to animals. Traveling Wilburys. And the otter came out last reading as well. You ought to be in love. And then there's a little combi van. The combis, it has the peace sign on here. Their significant symbol of freedom for the lower classes, especially for the young at heart. And for some reason I'm getting the image of Vivian from The Young Ones. I've never got that from this before. And also the windscreen wipers on this are significant. Trying to keep you close to me. The life got in between. So it's like, what is she staring at? What is she mesmerized by? She's mesmerized by a phantom, by an idea of love. And then let's see, there's the love, the fish in the love here. An ideal, an idea, a memory. This is associated with, this is to do, yeah, look, oh my God, the dream of love. The dream of love. But she has a photo of him. So there must have been some sort of connection, some sort of promise made. But this is ancestral. This is ancestral. It might be playing out in your life to a smaller degree, Blue Angel. But it's just to trigger an ancestral wound so that you can heal it, okay? The portal keeper. Step through. This is Izzy Ivy's Beyond Lemuria. Okay. Spirit, I want 3 piles based on that video. One pile is the person who's put themselves in a bubble. One is for the one outside the bubble, trying to get in. And then one is for the one that's shielding itself, beckoning. So what happened was I got a video of 3 spiders. There's this one spider and she's created this egg-shaped web around herself. And then there's another spider on the outside of that. And then there was a spider further away and it was holding a piece of bark or something up in front of itself, peeping from behind and like going like this. I was just like, what is this? What is going on? Something about modesty. Something about modesty. All right, so Spirit, can you signify the character or the intention of the spider with the shield? Because I feel like they're both trying to get into the spider inside the egg. So what's the one with the shield? What's the intention or a signifier for the spider? So we've got the garden and the gate. This is Energy Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. Number 30. So that's kind of a choice. Like there's a beautiful life, a beautiful garden that she's already in. It's quite abundant, but there's more outside. So that guy behind the shield is, yeah, is giving her a choice. And there's action as well, which is there's 2 horses, a black and a white, number 17, but there's also a storm rolling in, and there's action. And with the cornucopia, there might be some sort of promise of maybe a better life if you jump the gates, if you go outside what you know. Archangel Michael, yes, Michael be with us now. Is there anything else we need to know? We've got victory and the broken heart. Victory was inverted. So was the garden and the gate and the action. Maybe somebody promised you a better life. And they broke your heart by their inaction, by their inability to leave their comfort zone. Okay, so that's what signifies the spider with the shield. They're not willing to come out of their comfort zone from behind the shield to be who they need you to be. Yeah, and then I was about to say what signifies you is walking away, but it's upside down. Looking back, there's more pearls there. Having trouble walking away. Woman holding a heart inverted. Having trouble walking away from an ideal. We have a signifier for the viewer, for the spider that's inside the egg, inside the web. Oh my God. These were shuffled heaps of times. I've used these like 3 times myself since that reading. Okay, so there was a reading called, well, it had Everlasting Farewell in the title. So we have the Everlasting Farewell, her pale fire, but inverted. So with that, you might be starting to see clearly, because the moon energy always says that something is hidden. But it also tells me that, you know, I heard victim mentality. You're not sparking your own fire. And then they had the I Will Love. And these were the 2 cards from that initial reading. You got yourself in your bubble. Can I have one more? Okay. One more signifier for the person watching. What's their energy? Binge eating could be a problem. Alcohol could be a problem. The energy for the viewer, for the spider and the web, egg web. Okay, there's definitely the number 77 or 776 or 76 or 92 could be significant. So the shrink ray is mentioned twice here. This is from Guru, Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem by Universal Studios. Shrink ray twice, and then we've got food, like junk food, twice, and the doctor going, do you want to explode? So I'm guessing there's binge eating. You feel small even though you're physically expanding. Maybe there's some sort of projections. You've been shot with some revenge energy. Doesn't mean you necessarily did anything, but people project, right? And we get some signifiers, the energy of the spider on the outside, the dude on the outside trying to get into that bubble. We've got the Keepers of the Light, so it might even be an Ascended Master that's trying to get in to aid you. help you get over spider behind the shield. And I did get genie energy and number 444 as well. Got dwell cool, dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. Dwell cool. I think he was associated with the Theologian Society. Not necessarily a part of them, but in communication with them. Mahavatar Babaji, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. Lord Shiva, transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Dance with the universe. Bringing hope. Bringing hope. And White Eagle Ancestor Spirit is inverted, so I feel like that is to do with the ancestral, the karma that is, hold your faith, the karma that's being played out. So whatever happened here with Spider Behind a Shield, who promised you basically paradise and a victory and to bring you outside of your boundaries. They got you outside of your boundaries and then they refused to leave theirs and broke your heart. I understand that they acted shitty, but they are playing this role so that you can heal ancestral trauma. So, and I feel like there are some outside forces definitely adding to it, making you feel worthless, maybe binge eat, maybe alcohol. Let them go. So what can we do? What can my beautiful collective, my beautiful spider protecting herself with a broken heart, his broken heart, just feels quite feminine to me. It might be your feminine aspect. You don't have to be a female physically or identify as a female. We all have masculine and feminine. What can I do? Rest and rejuvenation. It's okay to spend time on yourself, with yourself. Try and parent yourself, put some action in where you are doing the good stuff. Forgive yourself for the binge eating and all that. And do things like going for a swim or some exercise without punishing yourself. Meditating, sit in the path. Sit in the path. The park is what I meant. And sit in a path and see what hits you, and saw someone meditating in the middle of a path and getting hit by a bike. But in a comical way. Turn to your family. Think about, and if you came from a toxic family, there was always something. We always have some sort of memory. There's wires crossed. Maybe this is an opportunity to have conversations, and those conversations will actually bring to light, bring to the truth to the surface about what actually happened to different people's perspectives, because everyone's perspective is always different. So heart chakra, Archangel Raphael, number 38, significant. Call on Raph. Call on Raphael. or if you don't like to associate with the archangels, then someone else from the green ray. We've got Hilarion, green Tara, green dragons. Just surround yourself in green. Nature is so healing. I also heard throat chakra as well. And then we got daughter value. This is you finding your own value. Every time we're let down, every time we're heartbroken, it is God inviting us to come back to God within self. And then eventually there can be the opportunity for being in alignment with a partner. But this reading, it just feels like there needs to be a bit more work done. Is there anything else, Spirit? Oh yeah, drink lots of water. Everyone says it, but it's really important. You want to flush those dead cells out. Especially if you're doing binge eating. Yellow butterfly. This is Mushroom Spirit Oracle by Nicola McIntosh. And sticky energy. There's balance and the violet flame, but I didn't shuffle, so let's see. What can the collective do to recuperate? Growth and destruction cycle, shaggy ink cap. It was inverted. Sorry. Bottom. Is that Pink Panther? And then we've got oyster inverted. Regeneration. Okay. Yeah, take time to regenerate. And we had the oyster shell and all those pearls as well. What can my collective do to regenerate? Amethyst Deceiver, Deception. I see your true colors shining through. You're seeing someone for who they are. People don't have to be bad to play the bad guy in your part. You don't have to define them as good or evil. And Chaga, this came out initially before I shuffled, so that's definitely wanting to come out as defense and balance. A cycle ending, but not being able to change the channel. The story's ended, but you're still unable to find the tools to move on. There's holes in your aura. You need to clear your aura. There are meditations and frequencies that can aid in that. Definitely call on your soul's true guardian and your true team and spirit, the beings of unconditional love, to aid you in shoring up your auric field so that you don't get these mother frankers. 3311 jet stream, to get them out of your aura. It's creating this deception, it's allowing this deception to come in, or the person that you deceived you shocked you, and that created a hole in your aura, and it allowed these entities to come in. And that's okay. We are constantly getting rid of entity attachments, good, bad, ugly. It's part of being human, part of being on earth. Rishi, spirit medicine's inverted. Maybe you lost faith in spirit. I get you. I get you. Yeah, split bill. Split bill? Maybe someone insisted on splitting a bill at dinner or something. And you had an opinion on that. Split gill, adapt. It's time to adapt. Pink Panther. Turkey tail block align. Parrot wax cap isolation. Even though this says isolation, I'm hearing under my umbrella. Why is it isolation and there are two together? But we've got the fallen leaves, that's letting go. And new growth. Parrot. Waxing and waning cycles of the moon. But also the parrot says, rumor has it. Okay. So don't listen to rumors. Don't spread rumors. Be careful who you tell things to. Thank you, Spirit. We've got plenty for the collective to implement, put in action. We've got something to make them feel a bit better. Give them some love. I'll give you some love. Well, they're straight up. I didn't even have to shuffle. We've got oneness. Look for the common humanity. Invoke Lemurian lights. The Lemurians are here for you. The Unicorn Collective are here for you. We're all one. You've got divine potential. And the pool of Christ light. Open your heart and spread unconditional love. It is perfectly normal to retract when you've been hurt, but the only way to heal your heart is to open it. You got to open it up to let the light in. Let that beautiful golden light in. This was inverted. Let it in, butterfly. Be all you can be. What do you want? Go with the flow, relax and trust, accept what's happening. I feel like you're having trouble doing that. Yeah. Accept what is happening. And there's the dolphins again. And enlightenment, look for the highest perspective. See the divine in everyone. That goes back to, yes, the A hat, as it was just so politely put, who put you through this. This beckoning spider with their shield, and whether they intended to follow through or not, they were unable to follow through with their promises to you. Yeah, hostilities on the back. Cut through that shit with the sword of truth. Archangel Uriel, daughter spirit. So Uriel, we've got the 7th chakra with this one. So violet the fuck and flame out of everything. Man holding a heart. I just heard man on the run. Man on the run. It's not real though. He doesn't really have your heart. Might have some of your money, but he doesn't really have your heart. It's false. It's just the paper cutout. It's not him or her or they who have your heart. Whoever hurt you, broke your heart, they do not have your heart, because they didn't show you them. You're in love with an ideal. You're in love with the idea of being loved, the way that they promise it to you, with the love bombing and just the BS. It was a fantasy. Let it go. Yeah, give unto yourself, they said. Give yourself all the love that you were willing to give to them. Doesn't fix all your problems, but it certainly helps a lot. I've been there. I've been ripped to shreds. I'm divorced. I know what I'm talking about. Just forgive. And it's, again, if you haven't seen my videos before, it's about setting the intention to forgive. Because we can't just go, oh, I forgive you. It's very rare. Like, we forgive when we're actually ready, not just when our conscious parts are ready. Your shadow is on its way to being ready, because you're being advised to forgive now. So you've manifested this reading from me. You're welcome. So that you can live again, so that you can forgive. And there's Metatron coming out, and the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar. Don't sweat on it. Don't sweat on it. You're good. You're cool. Or if you're like me, you're sweating your ass off. Depends on what side of the planet you're on. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to minimize your pain. Yeah. If you're praying, if you're not, you should be. Asking for signs, asking for understanding. They're asking you to step into your queen energy. You motherfucking queen. Don't forget who you are. That is your throne, no one else's. Cosmic Ruby Ray. And look for the signs. Number 11, number 33. Rainbows, doves, unicorns. I just had violets, but these are lilies. And little toy unicorn and spirals. So cute. It's a very whimsical little scene there. The signs and the Ruby Ray, Ruby Roo. Be a peace ambassador. Practice cosmic mastery. Yes, you are being invited to fulfill your divine potential and be a peace ambassador and practice the cosmic mastery that you have already aligned with on the other side before you put on your human suit, before you came into amnesia. You already know how to do all this. It's time to get your shit together. Yeah, you manifested this with passion. With passion. Put your passion into something else, my beautiful starseer. This is your evolution. Listen. You're asking, so please listen. Listen to your own guidance. Separate the wounded part of yourself. Love it. But it is not the only part of you. There are more sides to you. I always say I'm not two-faced, I'm multifaceted, like a diamond. Thank you very much. Because all different situations require different aspects of me. And different people have different levels of understanding. Yeah, express your divine passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. If you're doing sex magic, please be careful that you're not doing it from a wounded place, because guess what you're going to get? You are going to get wounded. If you're expressing woundedness, if you're expressing neediness, that's what you're going to get. Bum, 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 bum. Is that all? Are we done? Are we good? Dry and cool again. And Lady Portia. Do what feels right. An important lesson is unfolding. Bam! Mic drop. This spider with the shield, who didn't follow through with their promises, naughty, naughty little spider, is actually your teacher. I'm not saying that they knew what they were doing. I'm not saying that their karma is not going to come to them. You know what I mean by karma. It's not actually what karma is, but you know. What they give out is what they will get back. And so you let the universe deal with them. You walk on by. What is that flower called? Chamomile. Chamomile is what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. So I feel like, I mean, you can drink it, of course. But I feel like chamomile in a bath would be a really nice way to just chill out and nurture yourself. Like really pamper yourself without the binging. Do things for yourself that don't involve junk food, that don't involve alcohol. Anything that involves toxicity needs to go. Because you're making me feel sick. Like toxic. So it is time now. You've enjoyed yourself. You've had a little, chucked a little wobbly. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't have. We're all entitled to chuck a little patty when things don't go our way, and when our hearts are broken. Especially if you don't feel like you're able to speak. But you have all you need. You do. You just got to tidy up a bit and calm now. You've had that rage, you've had the hurt, you've had the I heard self-violation. Oh my God. Please seek professional help. Not because you're the most broken person in the world or you're crazy or anything, but because you deserve help. I'm not saying that these professionals have got all the answers. Of course they don't, but they are someone who can listen to you and they can give you tools to not hurt yourself. So self-destructing behaviors have got to stop now. It's being called. Judgment is being called. There's very heavy judgment energy. Anything that you do to destroy yourself from this point on is your choice. Lots of water. Make sure you're also eating. But get some good food into you. Get some organic food if you can. hearing sweat lodge, like a sauna. So we've got heart, crown, root, third eye. Basically do all the balancing, do all the clearing, do meditations. See who you vibe with. And just be really careful of who you're talking to. And what waves of energy you're putting out there. It's okay to vent to your BFFs, but don't spread it all around the whole world, because it comes back. You're spelling it, you're speaking it into existence more and more. Does not mean that you've just got to completely shut up when you've been treated badly and abused. I'm not saying to protect perpetrators. But if you had any idea of who you were on the other side of the veil, you would never feel this way again. You wouldn't feel like that baby bird left out in the cold, kicked out of the nest maybe. Maybe you're quite young. Call on your Anamkara, your guardian spirit. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar tomorrow. Alright, you've been given your marching orders. It's enough now. No more speaking venom about this AH. No more hurting yourself in any way, shape or form. That could be binge watching TV. It could be not going out into the sunshine. It could be not drinking water. It could be taking any sort of substance that you know is bad for you. That could just be chocolate. I don't know. Stop self-sabotaging. Get yourself back up now. Okay, I love you. And like I said, get professional help. It's a strong person who gets help. You have to be strong to be that vulnerable. That was 5335. That could be significant. I'm a genie in a bottle, gonna rub me the right way. Well, you know what? Maybe you should have a break from that as well. Maybe you should have a break from the slap and tickle for a while as well. Whether that's on your own or with someone else. Because remember, entities can use that energy, and that's your life force that you're playing with there. So I'm not saying that it's that stuff, that energy is bad or wrong at all. It's not. It's your divine gift. I'm just saying not to squander it, and make sure that you're not being tricked into some sort of self-soothing that's actually giving your life force to an entity or to another person. Do your cord cutting. Do your self-love in a healthy way. And yeah, if you feel that you want to reach out, reach out. My email's in the box below. And yeah, I'll see you there. Bye.